Good morning and wish you a happy new year, Chitmini. Hello. Okay. Right. Let's start from the place that we have stopped last day. So we were just discussing about tables, right? I said that there are two reasons that why we are using tables. So one thing is that if we need to divide page into sections, we are using tables. If you need to divide page into sections, so any page you can see as a table. So let me show that. Okay, see here. This is a Zoom page that you're seeing, and let's go to Google. Google is also a web page. And if you see there, so there is a special tool you can also see in your web browser. When you go to these triple dots in the corner, you have something called developer tool. In more tools, you can see developer tools right here. Please click on these triple dots, then go to more tools. There you can see developer tools. This is in Chrome as well as this is in Firefox. Edge also it is there, but the thing is the place might be slightly different, right? But still the developer tools are there. When you access these developer tools, so there will be a panel like this appearing in the bottom or the side of your web browser. And there is an arrow in the corner here. This is called inspecting elements. When you go and see here, please go to each and every element and you can see all are cells, right? All are either larger or small cells, right? Either larger or small cells that you can see there. Here, these are either large cells or small cells. Here you can see this one, this one, this one, everything that you can see in the page. So you can organize this items, you can organize this content in the page using, you can see this is a row. In this row there are several cells. So this is one row, and here you can see one cell, another cell, another cell, another cell, and another cell, set of cells. Any web page that you view, you can go to this inspect element and see the basic elements that it has. Okay, you can see the pages, page content. Do you found this in your browser?
Yes.
Okay, if you need any help, please let me know. So actually by looking at them, you can analyze and you can find out the code even. So let me go. So this is like when you are learning this in future, you will learn how to discover the code. Okay, I just want to see the code related to this Google search button. When I go to the Google search, underneath you can see how this button is created. The related code is displayed there. And the related styling that applied to the particular button is also displayed there. You can see the color, everything is visible here. And if you change this, okay, here you can see the background color is this. Let me change the color code. For an example, I'm changing this color code to C0 something. You can see, so that change is appearing in my web page. Now the buttons are in red color because I have changed the color. So let me change the color code. I'm putting that color code back. I'm putting 3 there, and I'm increasing the green portion to D. Now you can see the colors of the button, it looks in green. So likewise, so live editing is possible. But in order to do that, you should know what are these color codes, how these color codes are generated, how the styling is done. So this is not HTML. This part is called CSS, cascading style sheet or styles. This is not HTML, but CSS can be added to the web pages, right? CSS can be added to the web pages and can be embedded to the web pages. We'll learn about that. But today, so my main idea is to focus about the table and organize the content in the page, as well as in order to display things in the tabular format. So let's go to a website, W3 Schools. W3 Schools is one of the main websites that you can use as a reference, because all the things that we are learning in these lessons are there in W3 Schools too, right? You can see the code in Python, SQL, JavaScript, everything is there, so you can learn from that. Okay, let's go to the HTML, learn HTML part, and you can see these elements. So how these are listed, right? Sometimes how these are listed in a tabular format. You can see this is a table, right? They're showing this in a table. It's a tabular format. Likewise, in order to display data in tables, also tables are used. In order to organize the content, also tables are used. So both purposes are there. So let's go and learn about the tables more. Right. A table, I said the table will begin with the table tag. It has rows. Rows are horizontal. So these are rows. I have selected how many rows in this table? Yes, how many rows in this table?
3.
3 rows. How many columns in this table?
6.
6 columns, yeah. Columns are vertical. Rows are, and the cells are these things. Cells are the cross, like the intersections between rows and columns. When you intersect, here there's a row, here there's a column. So you can see 3 rows and 6 columns all together. 3 into 6, there will be 18 cells. 3 into 6, 18 cells. That is the complete, right? Complete view. But it can be lower than that. That means you can merge table rows, merge table columns. That can be possible. Today we are going to learn about how to create such tables. So basic table, if you are creating, so yes, actually that day I was in a hurry to complete that part, but so let's do that leisurely today. Right. First of all, let me draw a table, and after that, inside that table, what I'm going to do is I'm going to code to make it easier. This one we have done last day, right? But to make it easier, let's do something like this today, and then it's easy to understand this. Okay, let's insert a table first. You can draw this in your book. I'm inserting in I'm inserting in my Word document. If you can do this in your Word document, in a Word document too, or you can do this in your book. Either way. So because last day we didn't discuss this much, we just coded. We have just coded, and then that is not really clear. So let me make it more clear by adding the codes. Right. Here you can see 2 rows are there, and there are 3 columns. So the table will start with this. If a table, if it has a border, you need to mention that. Right. Table will start from here and will be ended. So if there is a border like this, if there's a line like this, you have to mention that explicitly. Saying border equal, you can say 1 pixel, 2 pixel, 3 pixel, it depends. So I'm telling 1 pixel, it is must. Otherwise, you will not see these lines. Right? You need to mention the border. Otherwise, you will not see these lines. If you say border 0, lines will be disappeared. Or if you are not mentioning this border attribute, still you cannot see any line. If you want to see the lines, it is must to include the border attribute, border equal 1. That is how you include these lines. Then you can see a row start. You have to say TR, that is starting of this row. Then ending of this row. You need to mention that ending of this row is here. Actually, here in this part, after finishing this row, you have to mention this row has ended TR. Similarly, here you have to say a new row started. And similarly, at the end of this table, you have to tell the row has ended. Now it's done. Okay, inside the row, what you can see are called cells. These are columns. I know that these are columns. But the thing is, you cannot call them columns. You cannot code like columns because you don't have horizontal, vertical coding methodology. Whatever we are writing, we have to write horizontally. That is our mechanism. We are not going to write downwards. From top to bottom, we are not going to write. We are going to write from left to right. Left to right. Therefore, we cannot mention the column. Therefore, we are mentioning the cells. So we can say table data started, and this is your first table data. And after finishing this, you can maybe put a number to identify that. Then after finishing, you have to say the first table data ended. Similarly, in the second cell, you have to say the second table data started, that is ended. And similarly, you have to tell in the third row, the third table data started and it is ended. Okay, the third table data started and it is ended. This is how you mention about the cells.
Okay.
Erase. Okay, you can see. So that is what I think you missed last day. I was telling this, but I think you didn't understand that very well that day. That's why I'm telling, right? TR open, TR close. Inside that you have TD, T3 table data. So what about the second? Second will get the same, right? Same, because there are 3 cells. You have to mention TD start, TD end. Okay. Another cell is there. So that is TD start, TD end. Another cell is there. That is TD start, TD end. That is the third one. Okay. With that, that row is also done. Remember that there's a special thing called table heading TH. The tag is similar to table data. The tag is similar to
What?
table data. Table heading TH. Okay.
Okay.
Is similar to table data. But why I'm telling like that? Okay, let me. Okay, this is what. Okay, let me create this table first. Then let's include table heading and see what is the difference between table data and table heading. But first of all, let's code this. You can do this with me. Okay, first of all, I'm introducing my HTML page. Inside that, I'm introducing the head section. You know this thing already because inside that there's a title and then the title finish. Please follow the indentation. It is to make it clear. That is why we are following indentation, nothing else. When you start HTML, finish HTML in the same level. So then it's very easy to reader to read that code because both are in the same level. Head open, head close, title open, title close. Inside that you can write HTML tables. Okay. You know, whatever visible, we are going to write inside the body section. And here, right? Okay, we are going to write there. So the table and the table. So let's include the table row. Inside the table row, there are 3 table data items. 3 table data. You can write this horizontally, doesn't matter, right? You can write this horizontally, it doesn't matter. So nothing will be wrong. Only thing is the readability. You can write like this, doesn't matter. The second item and the third item. Still it will happen. So let's add another table row. I'm going to copy paste the same. Copy paste the same, and now I have 2 table rows in this table. Let me save this as a HTML page. tb1.html in my desktop. I'm going to save this. Then I'm going to open this back again. Desktop. Let's open this again. tb1. This HTML page. Okay, here. Let's open it. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So why this result is there? Because you have not included the border. Please remember that including border will make it visible. Border equal 1. Then you can see the lines. Otherwise, no lines. And still it is very small. The reason is I have not given any width, any height. So I can give that with, let's say, with equal, I'm increasing this 600 pixels, and you can see that now clearly, right? 2 rows and 3 columns. So please create this layout first. Let me know once you're done. Let me replace all the TDs. Keep the TRs as it is. Don't change it. Keep the table as it is. Don't change. But TDs, replace all the TDs with TH. TH is table heading, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let me replace with TH. Okay, after doing that, what are the differences that you can see? So let me refresh. Now you can see the content is automatically aligned to center and it is appearing in the bold font. Okay. Earlier it was left aligned. Earlier it was left aligned and not bold. Now it is center aligned and bold. So that is the difference.
Yes.
But both tags are okay. You can use inside TH. Sorry, TR inside TR you can use TH, or inside TR you can use TD. But if you want bold and center it as a heading format, then use TH. But both
Okay.
can be used. So that's the idea, right? That is the idea. Okay. Now I'm going to make it a challenging one. Right. Now you saw that, like, if it is even number of rows and columns, when you multiply, if it generate even number of rows and columns, it's very easy because each row you have similar number of cells. The first row 3 cells, the second row 3 cells. So altogether, actually there are 3 columns, 2 rows. 3 into 2 is 6. Other way of looking at the same example is the first row 3 cells, the second row also 3 cells. That is easy. But there are some tables like this. Okay, you can see the first one and the second one. Can you see? The second one is different. The first one, you can see how many rows are there. There are 3 rows and there are 6 columns, altogether 18 cells, even number of cells. But here, in the second one, you can see there are how many rows? Again, there are 3 rows. How many columns? That is a bit ambiguous. But you can count it by extending these lines. When you see this kind of table, please extend these lines using these dotted lines. You can extend, then you can count this. Incomplete lines can be completed using dotted lines. Then count how many cells now, how many columns now. 1 2 3 4 5 6, right?
Yes.
6 columns. So okay, now 3 rows. Rows also you can extend, right? Rows also you can extend, but rows easy to count related to the columns. Rows also you can extend using these dotted lines and then count it. Now you can see okay, 3 rows and 6 columns by extending this. But it is not 18 cells this time. That is the problem. It is not 18 cells. Right? It is not 18 cells. Why? Because when you remove these dotted lines, you can see the number of cells is not even. It is not evenly distributed. That is a bit challenging. I will keep this task to you. Okay, first create this one and try to make this one. Okay, I will give, this is a challenging task. Maybe you need 5 minutes to do that. Just do this experiment and see. So why I'm giving this chance to you without teaching? Because you can then experience that. When you make mistakes, it is one actually methodology. So through the mistakes, you can learn better than, like mistakes are actually better than a teacher. Because teacher can teach you only the correct way of doing, but you can learn a lot of wrong ways of not doing the task. So this was actually explained by Thomas Alva Edison one time, because he has experimented. They are just telling So he has done 1,000 experiments. Actually, there was around 999 fails. Like that is just a rough figure. And 1,000th one only the successful. But what did he tell? He told that I didn't fail. I have learned 999 ways which are not working for me. And also one way which is working. So see the experiment and experience that he gained. If he learn from a teacher, he will learn one correct method. But because he has experimented, he have learned closer to 1,000 methods. Out of these 1,000 methods, 999 incorrect ways and one correct way. But that 999 incorrect way will give you the experience. Therefore, I would like you to get an experience rather than relying on me, because you cannot always ask me to come behind you. You have to do the experiment. So let's do the experimental thing first and see what's going wrong. Then
The
let's
second table.
the second table. You can try this one. First table is easy. You can create the first one and then edit it to the second one. That is also possible. Anyway, you have to try the second one.
Okay.
I think we can discuss this now. So what about your discovery? Have you done something, or is there anything preventing you doing this?
I use height and
Okay, so this one is easy, right? The first one, this one,
yes.
it's easy. It's not difficult. Let's start with that first, right? How many cells are there? You can see 6 cells are there, right? So I'm going to start a table with 6 cells. Table row, so table data, let me number as 1 to 6. I'm going to add 6 table data there. Okay, let me write like this. The first row, first cell. First row, second cell. To make it easy to understand, right? Third cell. And the first row, fourth cell. First row, fifth cell. And first row, sixth cell. Sixth cell. Let me save and move to the web browser and refresh this. Now you can see there are 6 cells. 1, 1 to 1, 6. And what we are going to do now is repeat this few times. So you need 3 such rows now. The second one I'm going to name as 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, and 2, 6. And the third one I'm going to name as 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 3, 6. Okay, now if I save, there are 18, right? There are 18. If you need, like, I can increase the amount of the cell width to make it, and the height also can be increased. GHT, let's see, 90 pixels in height. Okay, maybe 120 pixels to make it a little larger. Okay, and here also 1200 to make it larger. Right now you can see a quite large table, and I have numbered all the cells. Now let's see the magic. Okay, you can see the first and second cells are merged. First and second cells are merged because there was 2 cells, but now there's only 1. To do that, right? To do that, what I'm going to do? That means 1, 1 and 1, 2 need to be merged. Okay, 1, 1 and 1, 2 need to be merged mean I can erase 1, 2 because only 1, 1 is there, no? So only 1 cell is there. Let me erase 1, 2. Okay, and see what will happen. You can see there is a gap in the corner. We expect that 1, 1 will merge with the adjacent, but it was not happen. Instead of that, there's a gap. There's a problem. You can explicitly tell that by telling, hey, cells merge. So actually you have to merge 2 columns. Therefore, you are telling call span equal to. So to the cell number 1, I'm telling call span equal to span over 2 columns. Span means spread. Span over 2 columns. So you can see now 1, 1, 1, 2 merge, and now the magic happened. Both cells now merged. Okay, similarly, you can merge the rows. To do that, you have to use row span. Okay, assume that 2, 1 and 3, 1 need to be merged. 2, 1 and 3, 1 need to be merged. Then you can go to the 2, 1 and tell row span equal to span over the rows. 2, 1 and 3, 1. Then 3, 1 need to be deleted. Why? These two is going to merge, no? Then 3, 1 will not be there. 2, 1, 3, 1 is going to be merged downwards. So row span equal to, then I'm going to delete 3, 1. So you can see 2, 1, 3, 1 together now appearing as 2, 1. Okay, now you know how to merge columns and cells. I think now you can try to do the one that I have suggested. The suggested one is this, right? The suggested one was this. Wait. It was this. Okay. Follow the rules, call span, row span rules for the merge in columns and rows. Right? Just call span will merge columns. Row span will merge rows. If you want to merge columns and rows both, then you have to merge columns and rows like this. Okay, now try. I will give you a few minutes. Now give a try. Because you know how to do this now. The adjacent cells, whatever the unnecessary cells you can delete, then merge with the existing. Try it now.
Okay.
So you need to do this, right? So virtual lines are needed. Virtual lines are needed. Otherwise, it's very difficult to find out in the initial stage. Later, you can do with the experience. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 2 merge. So what is the story there? You have to tell here call span 2. 2 columns merge. Call span 2. 1, 1, 1, 2 merge. Call span 2. This is isolated. No need to do anything. This is merge in 3 columns, 2 rows. Call span 3, row span 2. Okay with that, the first row?
Okay.
Okay. Finish this line now. Right, because there was a mistake. This one was not there in your one. 1, 1, 1, 2 merging of that was not there. That is why I'm telling you. 1, 1, 1, 2 need to be merged. 1, 3 is isolated, and then 1, 4 is there. That is merging with 1, 5, 1, 6. Call span, row span 2. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Going to the next line. Because of this merging, what will happen to this tree? This tree will disappear. Right? It's coming down now. These 3 columns coming down. Therefore, you have to make room for these 3 columns. You have to erase these 3. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. Then the first cell is independent. No need to do anything with that. 2, 1 you can keep as it is. Right? 2, 1 because nothing to do with 2, 1. 2, 1 is innocent. You can see 2, 1 keep as it is. But 2, 2. 2, 2 is not innocent. It's merged in 2 columns, 2 rows. 2 columns, 2 rows. You have to tell that. Right? How to tell that? 2 columns, 2 rows, 2, 2. You have to tell the story. Call span equal to and row span equal 3. Call span, row span equal 2. Call span 2, row span 2. Okay. Merge in 2 columns, 2 rows. Done. Next. 2, 3. Do we have 2, 3? No, because of this merging, 2, 3 disappears. Because of this merging, 2, 3 disappears. Right? With the 2, 3, you can see 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. 3, 2 and 3, 3 need also to be erased. 3, 2, 3, 3 need to be erased. 3, 1. 3, 1 should be there. Let's keep 3, 1. But 3, 2, 3, 3 need to be erased. 4, 5, 6, keep as it is. 4, 5, 6, just keep as it is. Okay, that is your table. You're done.
Second one.
Second one, this one.
I have put a row span there.
Row span?
Yes.
Row span 2.
Can you show the coding?
Here.
I haven't put the call span.
Because it is merged in 2 columns, right? Here. 2 columns, 2 rows. 2 columns and 2 rows. Because there's a virtual line here. So please see this, right? Don't just see the code. Understand this also. This is
Okay.
the one. It is merged in 2 columns, 2 rows, right? Understood?
Yes.
Just look at this and understand, right? So then go to the code in. Otherwise, just don't look at the code in. First understand the logic and then do it. 2 columns, 2 rows, right? Agree?
Yes.
And after that, this is coming from the first row. No need to do anything with that. This cell is coming from the first row. Therefore, the remaining things, nothing to do with that. And then 2-1 is there, that is independent. 3-1 is there, that is independent. But 3-2, 3-3 gone because of the merging. 3-4, 3-5, 3-6 remain. Save it. Go to this, refresh it, and you will see this. Are you getting this or not?
Wait a second.
Okay.
I didn't get the row span for the third one.
Sorry.
I didn't get the row span for the third row.
Third row, no row span, no call span. Why?
That
Here you can see 3-1 is independent, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 3-6 independent. This is only 3-2 and 3-2 and 3-3. Yes, but that is merged with that is given in the second row. Second row has obtained that portion. Actually, in the second row, that has obtained the third row also. So no need to code for the third row because second row has already obtained the third.
I wrote that and I didn't get that.
Okay, you can share the screen now. I hope that this code, so this is the first row. Check it again. This is the first row. This is the second row. And this is the third row. Check it again.
Wait.
Because if you just check the code in, you won't understand. You have to understand the diagram or the table first. Then only the coding works, right? Okay. Did you number them?
Yes.
Okay, then you can easily discover. Okay, share. I'll check. Share it. I'll check it. First one, call span. Call span has merged 1-1 with 1-2. So there is again fundamental error is there. 1-1 should merge with 1-2, no? So remaining should be 1-3, right? So that is not a problem, but just change the number to 3. The remaining is 1-3. Okay, then call span, row span. This is 1-4, right? This is 1-4. 1-4 is basically 1-4, 1-5, 1-6. Then downward 2-4, 2-5, 2-6. Okay. That part is done. Then 2-1 is independent. Then this one is call span 2, row span 2. ROW. Okay. Save it. Back to the code and see.
Okay.
No, that is the thing. And here also there is a mistake. Let's see what has happened. So this 2-2 should, and since this 2-1 is there, then this is my, and 2-2 no need to keep this, right? Why you need this one? So it need to be removed, and you need to put the closing tag for this one. This table data. Why don't you close it? You need closing tag. Okay, save it. Right. Okay, let's go to the coding again. Now 3-1 is independently there. This was merged, so 4, 5, 6 is there. This is additional, right? You can erase that. This one is addition. You can erase. Okay, this is perfectly giving you the coding. I think the spelling mistake has done that error.
Okay.
Okay, go to the code and see. But it is not exactly the same, because you can see here again there's another one. So save and refresh. Okay. Right. Here you can see there's a minor difference. It's not the one that we really expected. There is a minor difference. How to fix that? So because here, right? Why I'm telling there's a minor difference? You can see these two cells are equal in width. These two cells are equal in width, this one and this one. But even though these two cells are equal in width, this one is a merged cell. This one is a merged one, right? This one has merged two cells, but this is independent. But you have to make them equal. Isn't that so? You have to make them equal.
Yes.
Right? To do that, you have to manually adjust the width. So let's think like this. Width of this part is 600, and width of this whole part is 600. Then you can say width of this is 300 and width of this is 300, right?
Yes.
Likewise, you have to manually adjust that. Let's make it. Okay, what you can say here, you can say width is 300. Here also width is 300. 300 width and 300 width there also. And the remaining one, you need to make it 600. 300 there, the other side also 300. The other side you can say this one is 600. These things you need to manually do. Width equal 600. You need to manually do that. Save. Go there. Refresh it. And now you can see some adjustment. Still you will not see the magic, right? The thing is that the next you need to make it, let's put it down like this, then it's clear. Okay, 300, 300, 600. Still it has not happened. Okay, 300, 300. Then you have to code for this. So if it is 300, you can say this is 200, right? This is 400 maybe. Just see, just assume. These are the proportions. You can think this as 200, this is 400. And this is anyway 600. Okay, let's do that as well. After that, it should happen. 2-1 is width is 200. And this the second one, it is width is 400. Okay, I guess that should do the task. Done. Understood?
Yes.
Width need to be manually adjusted. You can do that part also. Okay, I will give you an exercise. Just finish it quickly. Just finish it quickly. Then I will give you an exercise to do as a homework. Just finish this quickly and let me know once you're done.
So there is only 2.
Sorry, can you repeat?
There is only 2. No. Wait.
Okay. Only 2.
Yes.
So please,
Yes.
300 there, 300 there, then 600 for this one, 200 for this one, 400 for this one. Okay.
It didn't work.
Oh, this cannot be. Shite. Make sure spellings are correct. That is the critical thing here. Okay, with 300, with 300, and with 600. Okay, for 200 for this one, and with 400 for this one. So can you make this 1200 the whole thing? Because 600 plus 600 should be 1200, right? 1200 whole thing. And save it. Save it, and then let's see the result. Oh, it's so too small. So check. Just go to the coding. 1200. 1200. 1200. 1200. Okay, save. Okay,
Okay.
it's done.
Yes.
You are getting the results, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's go to the homework quickly. You can take a snapshot of this and then do at home. Right, let's see. Okay. So this one I have given measurements. So this looks like a web page. You can take a snapshot, a photo, maybe snapshot or screenshot of this and try at home.
Okay.
Okay, done?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll wind up for today because I said your father
Uh,
also because
Can you wait a moment?
yeah. Okay, sure.
After we create a coding and we save it as HTML1, and how do we edit it later?
You have to right click on the file. So can you just share the screen again? I'll tell you. You have to right click on the HTML file that you have created. Okay, close this as well. Close this window also. And then go to the HTML file location. Right click on the HTML file. Then you have to go to open with, and choose another app. Choose another app. From that, more apps in the bottom. Further, and you can see notepad there. Yes. Okay, click OK, and that will be open in the notepad. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can do the editing.
Okay,
Right?
thank you.
Okay, welcome. Bye.
Bye.